Hey there football heads, this is Anne and welcome to my Let's Play of Helga's Cheese Festival Part 4. There have been so many requests for Part 4 and I'm super excited to be sharing you this part because we are super close to the perfect ending. Now before I begin, I just wanted to state that next week I will be on hiatus until December 14th and that is due to final exams. Now that means that my Sims 4 video, Minecraft, as well as Helga's Cheese Festival will be delayed until then. So please do try to be patient with me and try not to miss me too much. Just watch all the other videos that are on my channel. I have a lot of content. So like I said, please bear with me and keep this in mind. I will be back on December 14th. So enough about me. Let's just move on to the Let's Play. Now in the last part, Arnold finally asked Helga out to the cheese festival. She was so excited. I mean, we all were super excited to find out that he asked her. But on the day of the festival, it turned out that it was raining quite heavily. And if it continued to rain, the festival would be cancelled, which in turn turned out to be that way, which made Helga assume that her date with Arnold was also canceled. But you know what? Arnold didn't really contact Helga, you know, on the day of the festival. He didn't really say anything. So did it really cancel? And obviously, who is this mysterious person at her door? I think we all know the answer to this, but you know what? Let's just dig right into the Let's Play. So fine, whatever, I'll get it. I swing open the front door, ready to tell whoever's been annoying the hell out of me off. But I've lost the ability to speak. You know, I don't think you're supposed to make your date wait out here in the rain. It's Arnold. Who would have guessed? But Arnold what? In front of me was Arnold, with his hair pushed back, dressed up kind of fancy, wearing a rather bashful smile. And above his head was an old green umbrella. And I stood here in front of him, in my PJs still. Really, Arnold? I was still having trouble speaking. Okay, just don't laugh. Laugh? At how I look. I was just gonna wear the blazer, but when my grandma found out about our date, she grabbed my head and wouldn't let me go until I looked respectable. So, you look... So should we say you look good? Or you look a little funny? No, I could see Helga saying both of these things. But I'm gonna go with, you know, Arnold, you look kind of good. You look good. Yeah? I actually think you look rather handsome, football head. Getting all snazzy for me. I smile as he blushes a bit at my words. But then I shake my head, trying to clear my thoughts. But Arnold, I thought our date, I thought it was cancelled because of the rain. I mean, the cheese festival has been called off and... Arnold shrugs his shoulders and takes a step closer to me. I fight the instinct to push him away like I normally would have. I didn't know a little rain was enough to stop Helga G. Pataki from having a good time. For a minute, I'm completely blank. Until I realize he's right. The only thing that was stopping me from having a good time was, well, me. It's always me. You're right. Yeah? Yeah, but don't get too used to hearing it. Don't worry, I'm starting to learn your rules as we go. Good, I'm glad. Now I'm gonna go change, so wait, I won't be long. I nearly fly up the stairs to my room and try to make myself look more human. I grab my brush and make an attempt at my hair again before I open the closet to peer over my clothes. And while I searched for something to wear, I couldn't help thinking about Arnold. I was freaking ecstatic that he still showed up, even if I was just a little pissed he didn't tell me anything about it. It's true. I pulled clothes out of my closet onto the floor, with not knowing what we're doing, what Arnold had planned. But to be honest, it didn't matter, because he was actually here and waiting for me. Arnold was waiting for me. In the corner of my eye, I catch my black leggings. Pulling out a red skirt and nice pink top, I settle on that outfit. Rather cute. And after I pull on my boots, I grab for a small pink bow for obvious reasons, of course. Then after a few glances in the mirror and a big breath in, I finally make my way down the stairs to Arnold. God, I was so nervous and my heart was beating way too fast. Sorry to make you wait. I didn't mind. I guess I took you by surprise, huh? But I did say 7. Hey, I spent most of the day thinking this was called off, so... Well, that was kind of true. I actually spent most of the day sleeping. But Arnold just smiles at me and turns to open my front door, and frowns as he looks up at the dark, rainy sky. Hasn't even lightened up a little bit. I hear him mumble to himself and can't help but smile. I watch as he opens up his umbrella and stands beneath it. There. And then he turns around and holds his hand out for me to take. Oh yeah? He nods. Slowly, I put my hand in his, and he gently pulls me to him out into the rain. And the funny thing was, he doesn't let go. So I have quite the night planned. Sounds great, football head. My voice comes out harsher than I mean it to. Force of a habit, I guess. But it doesn't matter. Arnold keeps holding onto my hand anyway. And by the way, you look good, Helga. I really like your bow. Oh, that's so precious! We stand side by side under the umbrella as we make our way to our destination. I have no idea where he's taking me, but I kinda didn't care. This whole thing felt like a dream, a rainy dream, but still a dream. So here we are. He points to Chez Paris, and I start to slow down and fall behind him. I almost let go of his hand too. You are aware that a few years ago we didn't pay the bill here. And had to wash dishes, right? And he laughs at me. Don't worry, I've got enough money for a nice dinner. No dishwashing tonight. I think you're missing my... Come on. Aw, that half-lidded smile. With a laugh and a shrug of my shoulders, I follow him inside. It was funny. This was the same restaurant we had our Valentine's Day dinner at too. Not that Arnold would know that. He thought I was someone else. After we make our orders and hand our menus to the waiter, Arnold clears his throat. What's up? Well, I have something for you. What? For me? I point to myself as if there is anyone else at the table. He nods his head and pulls something out of his blazer pocket. A shoe? I take a closer look at it and reach for it, smiling. As weird as your little present is, Arnold, it's actually kind of funny. I used to have a pair of shoes just like this, but I lost one of them somewhere. I know. Huh? I took it by mistake. Kinda like Cinderella, I guess. What? Does that make you Prince Charming? Maybe. Anyway, I picked it up by mistake after our first date. I drop the shoe and it falls into the silverware, making it clatter. Date? What date? I would have remembered that happening. I catch myself before I say something I would later most likely regret. But Arnold just smiles at me. It was Valentine's Day. No way. I think we were like 9, maybe? And you pretended to be my pen pal. And her name was, I can't even remember. But that's not important. What is that I always remembered that girl. He smiles at the memory, then looks up at me. And after a while, I finally figured out it was you. I pick up the shoe again and try to look him in the eye. My cheeks feel hot. I must be blushing like mad. Why did you, keep this? Though I sounded wary, inside I was flying. Terrified, but flying. It's funny. Like I said, I always remembered her. You, I mean. Always kind of wondered how I could have such a strong connection with someone that quickly. I mean, I knew that girl from her letters, but it was different. Maybe I stole the shoe as a memento or something. I don't know. He looks away from me for a moment as if he's trying to gather his thoughts. Then finally I figured out you were her. And I thought to myself, now it kind of makes sense. But I should probably give Helga her shoe back. I place the shoe down on the table and stare at it. I want to wait for Arnold to say more, but instead I end up talking first. How did you figure it out? My voice was quiet, shy. What? I wanted to know how you figured it out. It's been a really long time, so I wanted to know. You're not mad, right? It didn't seem like he was, but I had to ask. The way you've been acting lately, the way you've been speaking to me, it all kind of made sense, reminding me of that girl, of you. He frowns at me though. And no, I'm not mad. I just wish you would have told me it was you. With that, I gruffly sigh and look away, trying to hide my red face. That would have been a fun conversation, wouldn't it? Oh, Arnold, remember that weird girl who wouldn't tell you who she is, but confessed she really liked you? Well, that was me. How do you feel about that? Happy. I think I felt my face grow even hotter, if that was possible. That's nice, football head, but I wasn't really asking. it was hypothetical or rhetorical or whatever. Arnold nods his head and gives me that familiar knowing, warm smile. I know, but I thought I'd like to answer anyway. When I found out I was, well, happy, I watch as he reaches across the table and takes my hand in his. Fangirl moment! And I can't tear my eyes away from it. And I can't tear my eyes away from it. Still fangirling. Sorry. It was much easier than looking at him. I'm sorry. But that's enough to make me look up. For what for? I'm so flustered. This is amazing. Wolf's Angel, you're a genius. Anyway. I'm no good at giving you answers, Helga. Sorry for the interruption, by the way. I didn't understand what he meant. And before I have the chance to ask him, the waiter comes with our food, and Arnold pulls his hand away from mine. It might have been my imagination, or more likely my disappointment, but my hand feels colder. As we eat and make polite chit-chat, I'm dying to ask him more questions, to explain what he meant earlier. But I wasn't going to press him. Maybe I was maturing or whatever, but I figured he'd tell me when he wanted. And if he wanted to talk about it, I wouldn't stop him. Okay, are you ready to go? Arnold gets up from his seat and pulls my chair out. I would think I'd be used to him by now, but he's still taking me by surprise. Yeah. We make our way outside, after paying the bill, of course. And it seems now it's finally stopped raining. And a part of me thinks of the little red shoe in my purse as I watch Arnold take a few steps ahead of me. Well, he turns back around to face me, smiling widely. Helga, would you still like to go to the festival with me? What the? I hate to break this to you, Arnold, but just 'cause it stopped raining doesn't mean the festival's back on. It's still called off. So? Arnold reaches for my hand and pulls me along after him. That doesn't mean we can't use our imaginations. Jeez, Arnaldo, when did you become so bossy? I don't know. Maybe you're rubbing off on me. I didn't argue him on it. I'm too happy he's holding my hand again. Sigh. Oh. The grounds look just as I imagined them, soaked and muddy. It's kind of dark, but it's quiet and private. So what would we have done if our date had gone as planned? He's asking me as if I know. All I can think of is to shrug my shoulders. I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. Okay. He nods his head slowly. Then what should we do first? Right now? How the heck should I know? I'm not that creative. Oh no. He smirks at me and shakes his head. Liar. Ugh. I swear I can't think of anything. My mind's racing with overly romantic thoughts, and those aren't going to work. But there's one thing I can do, something that has been on my mind since he returned the shoe to me. I finally feel like I'm ready to tell Arnold my feelings, and now all I have to do is wait for an opening, that perfect moment to let him know. Oh, guys! This is it! Oh gosh. Arnold suddenly sighs and turns his back to me, looking over the wet fairgrounds. The action breaks me from my previous thoughts. Alright then, I guess I'll just have to tell you how I saw the night going. Did you seriously have a plan, footballhead? He bashfully smiles and rubs at the back of his head. My Arnold, how adorable you look. Well, yeah, I wanted to make sure we had a good time. Helga? You didn't need to try. I mumble quietly. What? I would have had a nice time, but just what? Just being with you, okay? Criminy. Making me get all mushy. Look what you're doing to me. For a moment he looks surprised, but then he smiles and laughs. Okay, I'll remember that for next time. There's gonna be a next time? Oh, swoon. I must have gotten caught in a daydream because suddenly Arnold grabs my hand. Well, come on. Arnold pulls me toward where the game booths were set up. No toys lined the shelves though. It was kind of lonely. First I would have tried to win you something. Oh really? Yeah, I think it's like a written rule. What is? Trying to win your data prize at a carnival? And what would you have gotten me? Anything you wanted. I look away shyly and blow the bangs out of my face. Okay, Romeo, what happens next? Okay, then we come over here. He pulls me over towards the shutdown rides, slicked wet from the rain. Some of them weren't even fully set up yet. I would have asked if you wanted to go on some rides. Oh, well... I look around and point towards the octopus. It was always one of my favorites. And for a minute I thought Arnold might have squeezed my hand. Really? Yep. I would have picked that one too. You have good taste. Look at his eyes. He looks like he wants to say something. Got something on your mind? What? It appears like he wasn't expecting me to ask him that, from his reaction anyway. Oh, it's nothing. Just thinking something. Well, spit it out. You're always making me confess things. It's your turn. Well, I know I have good taste. That's it? What a big secret. I'm here with you, aren't I? Did he really just say that to me? I'm dead, right? So, and I thought I was bad at a quick subject change. Then we'd come over here next. He points over to the food tables and gives a rather cool shrug. Then we'd have an all-cheese dinner, as per the rules of the festival. I laugh a bit at his joke. I kinda like that. Like what? Stop being weird saying random things out of nowhere, cheese. No, I just mean I like it when you laugh with me. Oh. Rather than, at me. Well, yeah, I'm sorry that you know, 'cause... I'm sorry about that. It's fine, Helga. Come on, last place. I totally messed up that sentence. I'm sorry. He finally pulls me over to what would have been the tunnel of love, and I stare at him questioningly. Seriously? What? Really? The tunnel of love? Arnold slowly nods his head and smiles. It makes some sort of sense, I think. How? Because right as the ride came to an end, and also the festival, I would have told you... Told me what? I think I'm in love with you. Oh my gosh! It's awesome! I'll be quiet now. I shake my head. No. Oh. Helga, I'm sorry. I wanted to say it first. Huh? I had been thinking about it this whole time, stupid football head. I wanted to confess first. I turn away, facing my back towards him. Are we really fighting about this right now? Nope. I move quickly and without another thought wrap my arms around him in a tight embrace. This is kind of funny. I don't think so. No, not this. I mean me hugging you first. What? If I recall correctly, you've hugged me many times before. Well, yeah, that's true. I know it's true. But I wouldn't push you away this time around. Consider yourself lucky. Almost on instinct, I pull him closer to me. I'm happy and nervous and rambling. But then... Hey, Arnold? What's wrong? Why? Why what? He pulls me away just a bit, but doesn't let go. Just far enough so he can look me in the eye. Why are you falling for me? Well, I think I've known for a while now, and I wanted to be with you. You just made it hard to get close. For a while? He laughs quietly to himself, amused at my amazement. Yeah, but you finally opened up to me, and I don't believe this. And yet I thought there would never be a chance, but here we are, me and you, and we're together now, and... Helga, yes? Shut up. Oh! Oops. Without another word, he silences me with a warm kiss. Oh, I like being quieted this way, especially when the lips that move against mine are Arnold's. I close my eyes and fall into a soft kiss, and after a long moment together, we pull away. I refuse to open my eyes, afraid it'll all somehow be a dream. I always enjoyed kissing you, and I'm glad you finally did it first. He moves in closer, leaning his forehead against mine, and he smiles. Some people always told me I'd end up with Helga G. Pataki. I always thought so. Me too. He leans me back just a bit, and his lips find mine again. The dark-soaked festival grounds somehow make the perfect backdrop. This was it. It finally happened. This was obviously the greatest cheese festival ever. He pulls away again and takes my hand, lacing his fingers with mine. So, are you ready to head home? Are you kidding, football head? The night's just getting started. I squeeze his hand gently and pull him after me, not sure where I was going, but damn sure I wasn't ready to go home. And behind me, Arnold just laughs, and I find myself laughing along too. Whatever you say, Helga. Whatever you say. And we got the perfect ending! I tried so hard not to fangirl in that part, but I hope you guys enjoyed that moment. Anyway, we are now going to continue on since we completed the perfect ending. Now there are 3 other endings. Well, obviously the perfect ending is one of them, but we are now going to try for the true ending. So from this moment onwards, it's going to be a continuation from all the parts that we've experienced beforehand, but obviously we're going to try a different path this time, and let's see if we can try to get Helga and Arnold together in a different perspective, in a different way. So I'm going to continue on, and yeah. Let's just get started. Yeah, going to school seems like the best choice. It's not like sleeping in is going to get me any closer to Arnold, and I can kick my butt into gear if I think about him. It turned out I was running late. Even Phoebe had gone on ahead of me. When I slid into my desk for my first class, I watched the door waiting for Arnold. I was going to put my all into it today, but he never freaking showed up. When lunch finally came, I sat down, feeling pretty defeated. I really was nuts missing him like this. Ugh. I'm pathetic. Helga, you aren't eating today? No money. I think I can spot you. No, it's fine, but you could answer a question. Okay. Where's the football head today? I didn't see him. I don't know. I texted him this morning. He said he had a cold. A cold? Yeah, it means he's sick. I know what it means. Okay, I was just kidding. No need to snap. Ugh, sorry. Seriously? Seriously what? You're apologizing? What? I've done it before. She has. A guy can't make a joke anymore, huh? Ugh, never mind. The rest of the school day seemed kind of a blur. Teachers talk about things I don't care about, students rambling amongst themselves. And of course I thought about Arnold. This whole day felt like a waste because he wasn't here. He wasn't here. That afternoon I left the school grounds alone, needing to think. Arnold, my love, I said out loud after making sure the coast was clear. How I miss your peaceful face when you're astray. How you calm and force my heart to beat away. Oh damn, I'm on fire. I pull out my pink book and write that line down before I forgot it. How I miss... Oh. Some things never change. For sure. After I finished up my business, I quickly regained my composure and made my way home. I don't like not seeing him despite the inspiration boost. Huh? What is this? I had walked past some neighborhood deli with a 2-soup special today, and an idea suddenly struck. Gerald did say he was sick today, didn't he? This could be a part of the new nicer me? Well, a step in the right direction at least. I rushed right in and grabbed both because I didn't know which he'd like better, and ran right over to the boarding house. Okay, Helga, just be honest. Just be nice. With everything I had, I started knocking on the door. It wouldn't be too bad since he probably wouldn't answer anyway. Coming! Wait, what? And he opened the door suddenly, leaving me no time to prepare. Helga, what are you doing here? Huh? Aren't you supposed to be sick or something? A part of me felt like pushing the hot soup into his hands and running far, far away. Sick? Oh, yeah, I did tell Jared that this morning, didn't I? Yes, you did. So, did you bring me something? He motioned towards the paper bag in my hands. Yeah? But it's kind of shot to hell now. What? Hold on. But it's kind of shot to hell now that, oh, okay. Whatever that sentence means. He didn't let me finish and grabbed the bag and peered inside. Soup? He grinned at me like, oh, I don't even know what. You brought me soup? Shut up, I was trying to be nice. It's your fault for not actually being sick. I'm not accusing you of anything. He let that trail off as he knew it was coming. But why two? Mumble didn't know. What did you just say? Ugh, I said I didn't know which one you liked, so I got both. Oh. This is kind of weird. You're telling me. But not in a bad way. Not in a... You want one? Huh? Well, there are two, so one for me and one for you. I guess, but isn't there just one spoon? Not a problem. He reached inside the bag and pulled out the white plastic utensil. And with a flick, it suddenly became two. Very nice. I gave him a deliberately slow clap. I am a magician, after all. I made you disappear once. Very funny, give me that. I reached for one of the spoons and the tips of my fingers brushed against his. It was like a shot of electricity went through my entire arm, and I slowly pulled away, feeling the heat rise to my cheeks. So which one do you want? It was like he didn't even notice. Huh? Oh, you pick. They're yours anyway. Okay, I'll try this one. He picked one up out of the bag and set it aside, then handed me the other one. Enjoy. Yeah, same to you. I popped open the top and grinned. Oh, broccoli and cheddar. For a moment, we both sat in silence, eating our soups. On Arnold's stoop. Me on one step, Arnold a few steps higher. Then he suddenly decided to sit next to me. Let me try yours? What? Yours looks good. Can't I try some? You have your own football head. I dug my spoon into the creamy cheddar and stirred it. So good. I guess you're gonna have to wait for the festival. Not if you give me some, I won't. Oh gosh, should we let him have some or should we be like, no way? Hard decision. You know what? We're gonna be like Helga. We're gonna say, no way, Jose. And you know what? I actually like broccoli and cheddar. That's actually like awesome soup, so I wouldn't want to share it anyway. No way! This is all mine, Arnaldo. I stuck my spoon in my mouth and ran it over my tongue. Then I dug it back in for another helping. So jealous of my cheddar goodness, aren't you? But just as I lifted my serving out, he grabbed my hand and stuck the spoon into his own mouth. But it had just been in my mouth. What just happened? Slowly he pulled my hand, gripped tightly on the spoon, away from his lips. I knew it was good. If you would have shared, that wouldn't have happened. If you would have shared, that wouldn't have happened. That was in my mouth. We've chewed the same piece of gum before, and that's much worse. That's very true. That was a really gross episode, by the way. With like the feet massaging and the gum chewing, like, oh. Well, yeah, but okay, you got me there. He gave me a nearly devilish look and licked the spoon clean. Then he took his own spoon, going for another helping. I forgot Arnold could be like that. It's Dark Arnold. I'm glad we worked this out. You know what? That was probably like a small hint or a small trace of Dark Arnold, don't you think? Leave a comment. It's just, You like getting a rise out of me, don't you, hair boy? I have no idea what you're talking about. Though his voice was serious, I could see the smile that played on his lips. He liked teasing me? Well, I did like teasing him too, but that's not my point. Did he know? No, he doesn't know anything. Nothing. So, are we like friends now? Huh? What? Well, it just seems like it, you know? So He frowned and my heart fell. We were friends before this, weren't we? Were we? If he thought so, then I sure as hell wasn't going to disagree. I guess. I just thought I bugged you. You do bug me. I'm going home now. No, wait. He grabbed my arm and I sat back down. It's not like I mean that in a bad way. How could that possibly mean anything else? It's like this. Was he really being serious right now? Would you say something already, criminy? Sorry. It's just, I kind of want to figure it out. What's to figure out on me? Yeah, I know that. Hey, what's your tone, bucko? Well, what I mean is, like I said, I know you're hiding something from me. And it bugs me because I want to know what it is. Who would have thought you'd find me so mysterious? He takes another spoonful of my soup and nodded his head. I bet you're actually the sweetest girl in the world. In your dreams. Yep. Wait, what? It's nothing. Thanks for the soup, Helga. He waved his hand and walked back into the boarding house, leaving me alone on the stoop. He didn't just admit to dreaming about me, did he? Did he? He might have. When I arrive home, my coffee be on her cell. I need to see her ASAP. And I think I'm gonna cut this part here, guys. We just went through the perfect ending, and might I add, that was absolutely perfect. So now we are going to try to continue on to the true ending. And obviously, because I will be on hiatus, you will be able to see part 5 after December 14th. So I'll try my best to try and get part 5 up as soon as possible. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. There is much more to come. There may be some surprises in the future. I do have surprises coming up in the next parts. But we'll see. We'll see. No promises, no guarantees. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this part, and I hope to see you guys on my next Let's Play or Hey Arnold video. Cheers!